Amir Khan almost ready. He's with his new trainer, Virgil Hunter. Final thoughts from the Los Angeles Memorial Arena with Adam Smith and Johnny Nelson.
So the weeks of physical build-up and mental torture as well are over. Time for tactics, Johnny. First of all, Virgil Hunter and Team Khan.
Virgil Hunter and Team Khan, they need to make sure Amir Khan thinks about boxing, not to get involved with Molina. That is a mistake he's doing all the time. He needs to box long, use a nice stiff jab, what we've seen in sparring, use the movement of the ring, the pivot of the ring. When Molina gets in close, keep that guard off, but use
keep the range, use the jab.
Keep the range, right hand steady up all the time. He needs to be smart. If he gets hit, if he gets hurt, still at the same time, stay calm. Just like the trainer, stay calm.
Flip to the other side of the ring. Molina, he says pressure from the first bell, will it be?
We've seen Molina work out in the gym. He's got nice, fast upper body movement. He's got to get inside Khan's reach. And when he gets inside, he'll let 3 or 4 shots go, and he's very fast, very effective at it. People are thinking he can't punch, he's not effective. I think his last stoppage, he's probably boxed. His last 5 fights have gone the distance, but the guy can box. The guy is fast. The guy knows what he's doing. Do not underestimate him.
Well, the stage is set. The truth in that ring.
Certainly is, Adam. And Amir Khan expected to win. He has to win, but Golden Boy are not going to make it easy for him. We'll find out about Carlos Molina and what he's all about a little later. In fact, he will be first to the ring in a few moments while we're waiting for Carlos Molina to come to the ring. What do you expect from this? What do you think is going to happen?
I think I'm expecting a Khan win. I'm expecting him to do it in good style. I think he'll be a bit rejuvenated. He's got an awful lot to prove, but there is a good deal of pressure on him. You know, his career is over if he loses here, so he's got that pressure to take in the ring. But I think hopefully Virgil Hunter has had a calming influence and can just get him to work behind the jab. We know he's got excellent skills from his amateur days. Just to calm down a bit, not to rush in too much.
And do you think, you know, with Virgil Hunter getting this into his head, do you think halfway through the fight he could revert to what he was doing before?
There's every possibility that he could do that. I don't think he will, for the simple fact it's a new trainer. This is his last chance saloon, really. You know, at 26 years old, he's in that situation what no fighter wants to be in, where if he loses again for the 3rd time on the trot, it's the end of his career. So he's going to make sure he's extra careful that he sticks to the game plan, you know, specifically, follows it through, and I think he'll box beautifully tonight. But you know, let's wait and see.
Well, this is the opponent that could decide all that. What sort of fighter is he going to be? It's a big one, a step up in class for Carlos Molina. Let's join our commentary team of Jim Watt and Nick Hawley.
Well, what a wonderful moment this is for the local man from East Los Angeles, Carlos Molina. Got a terrific temperament. He's been so calm, so relaxed, says he's got nothing to lose and potentially an awful lot to gain tonight. He's got a big, big house behind him as well. A lot of people have turned up for this one in support of the underdog and their local hero. He also brings in an unbeaten record, and I guess, Jim, there's just no pressure on him because in the world of boxing, nobody's given him much of a chance. That could make him a dangerous opponent.
Yep, and he's boxing in his own backyard, and as you've just said, here we have an unbeaten man who's facing a fighter who's lost his last 2 fights. In his last fight, he lost it heavily. We know this fellow's not powerful, but he's known as being very tough. We're told he has fast hands, he has a good technique. We know also he's moving up from lightweight to the light welterweight division. He's not proven at world level, he's not proven in the light welterweight division, but that doesn't mean he cannot compete at this level. This is a huge opportunity for him, and as you say, he'll be perfectly relaxed because all the pressure is on Amir Khan. This is a huge opportunity. This can propel him into world class. And listening to, you know, looking at his demeanour at the press conference and the weigh-in, he has the look of a man who believes he is going to be a victor tonight. So we'll see what happens. Great chance for him.
Clemente Medina, his trainer, was saying watch out for his stamina as well. The longer this fight goes on, the more his stamina will come into play, because he is apparently very strong and extremely fit. And he knows, Jim, it's a great opportunity for him. And even if he puts up a good performance, people will say, well, we didn't know Carlos Molina had this about him. But bearing in mind, he's not beaten anybody of any substance, and he's not ranked in the top 15 of any of the sanctioning bodies. So this could be a huge, huge night for Carlos Molina. It will certainly be an incredible name to have on his ledger if he can pull off the upset and put Amir Khan to the sword.
And you have to ask, would the Golden Boy
joining us
put him in there if they didn't believe he could do something?
From Bolton, Lancashire, England, here is Amir King Khan.
And it really is a hostile environment he's coming into. And just look at his body language. Where's the bounce? Where's the swagger? Well, it's been replaced by a more thoughtful, pensive, humble even Amir Khan this week. There's been no big talk, no trash talk, no boasts, significantly no talk whatsoever about future opponents. And the last few fights he's had, we've always been looking ahead, and maybe that's been a mistake. Amir Khan knows he's with a new trainer, and he said it himself, he's put pressure on himself. He's got to win, that's a given. He doesn't just want to get a win here, he wants to win in some style and show a new, thoughtful, more intelligent Amir Khan. We know about all the positives, we now see all the negatives as well in his last two fights. It's no exaggeration to say, at 26 years old, his career is literally on the line tonight.
Well, I think we accept that on performances past, Amir Khan is a far better fighter than Molina, but he's at a fragile time in his career. Lost it twice for the first time as a pro, the last one a heavy, heavy loss. He's changed trainers. There is always the danger that tonight he may get caught between two styles. How much has Virgil Hunter tried to change Amir? And you cannot. He's got terrific speed, terrific technique, terrific combinations. We want him to use those assets, but we want to use them more sensibly and think a bit more of defence. Hopefully that's what he'll do tonight. And if he goes about the job properly tonight, there is no way Molina should win this. He should go away as victor and carry on his career, but he has to do the job properly.
And by the way, there was a lovely mischievous story going around as Carlos Molina and his massive entourage get ready for action. Talk about changing train as well. Amir Khan allowed Danny Garcia's father and trainer Ongel to really get under his skin when they met in July. There was a lovely mischievous story going around that Ongel would be going into Khan's dressing room to inspect the gloves going on and the padding. That never happened. Having said that, Ongel Garcia is here. Would have made a good story, but that was at least one thing that Amir didn't have to worry about. And it is significant as we look at this massive entourage right in front of us here, Jim, that Molina has brought into the ring. A lot of the hangers-on have gone from the Khan camp as well. He really has. I think Virgil Hunter preaches this. He pares it down to the bare minimum. If you're needed, you're around. If you're not needed, you're not in the picture.
Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to the sports arena here in Los Angeles, California, for the featured bout of the evening, brought to you by Golden Boy Promotions, Khan Promotions, and Showtime. Sponsored by Corona Extra, La Cerveza Más Fina, and AT&T, the nation's largest 4G network. AT&T, rethink possible. This bout is sanctioned by the WBC, President Jose Suleiman, Supervisor Rudy Tellez, along with the California State Athletic Commission. The chairman is John Frierson, Executive Officer Andy Foster. Introducing to you our three judges scoring this bout from ringside. From Villa Park, California, Max DeLuca. From Paisley, Scotland, Victor Laughlin. And from Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico, Alejandro Rochin. Introducing our third man to the ring, the referee in charge. He'll be instructions after the introductions, Jack Reese. All right, fans, here we go with the main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing for the